But the more he sets up a certain shot in the movie for a kill that he's about to do, listen, I don't want to tell him how to do his job, but I was like, you know what? I said, that don't really look like a good angle right there. And you stop looking at them titties, man. Getting distracted, man. Come on, man. Let's get it together. I was like, but hey, you know what? But
you are telling Michael Fassbender to not look at the titties.
Yeah. Hey, have we not learned anything, man? I mean, that's a whole movie made about us. Let's stop looking at titties and focus on this job right here. December 8th, that's a Friday. Gonna be in the Red Room show at 10 p.m. We're just talking about Michael Fassbender. I'm not talking about him in the best light either, but I'm gonna say this, Michael Fassbender, he don't want me to like him. And I've tried. I mean, I'm just being honest with you. I've hated this man ever since 12 Years a Slave, man. I mean, he just was too good as that old racist slave owner out there beating these black people up and threatening them and everything. I hate him. I'm not gonna, I mean, I don't know if he's a nice guy or not, but I don't like him because of that role right there.
You think he was acting in that movie?
No.
Me neither.
There's something about that role was just too convincing, so I don't like it. I've been very suspicious of this man. But then again, I've tried to pull back. I've tried to be like, hey, listen, he's just acting. But even then, I realize and say, wow, you know what? Corey, just be cool, man. Like the guy. Y'all have a lot of things in common. He once played a sex-crazed, depraved.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that movie about you.
Yeah, sex depraved, the fiend, like lurking the streets, looking to stick it into anything. And I was like, damn, that's me.
Yeah, he was your spirit animal.
He was, man. I was like, you know what? I was like, that's another reason why I don't like him. He reminds me of the worst parts of myself. Shit, just fiendishly just going through the streets looking for sex. I was like, shit, I used to do that. I even had that same look in the morning. I was like, damn, why'd I do that? Yeah, man, shame. Yeah, the only thing is he got paid for it. I lost money on mine, but yeah.
You didn't do it right.
Yeah, no, I did not, man. Hell, they should, you know what? You can actually take this and say the Corey Coleman story. You can put my name under there. Yeah. I was like, so even then, man, it's like he just reminds me of the worst parts of myself. I can't even like him for that, even when we have something in common. And now he's a murderer. But unlike a sex addict or a racist, this is his job right here. He gets paid for this. So, I'll cut him some slack since that's his
his profession.
That's his livelihood right there.
That's like his body.
Yeah. Hey, listen.
His livelihood is other people's unlivelihood.
Hey, look, man, it's just a job. All right. Come on.
And it's a living.
Exactly. And the way he talks, the way he tells you, you think he's very good at what he does too. Now, that's another thing we're going to talk about. But whether he's great at his job or not, it's about to become jeopardized when he botches up one assassination, which sets off all these events that at this point makes things more personal for him. And so now he's on a mission to track down and kill everyone that he feels has crossed a line with him, even though he's the one that messed up that job. So,
hey, everybody can have an off day.
That is true, man. That is very true. Again, it's just a job, y'all. All right.
No hard feelings.
No hard feelings on that one, Hey, we all make mistakes. So
some of us every day or every other day.
Some people say I'm a mistake. Let's go ahead and take a look at this trailer for David Fincher's latest film on Netflix. He's got this big deal with Netflix. He's been doing a lot of stuff for them. Most of it has been pretty good, Some things people have been split on, but for the most part, people say you've been making some genuine work on there. You haven't sold out or anything like that. What about this film right here? Let's go ahead and take a look at this trailer for The Killer. Hey. I read someone describe this as a comedy.
What?
And I said, I don't know what the
Where the hell you get
I was like,
there is one slightly comedic element to this. This is not in no way a comedy.
No.
like, I don't. I was like, I don't know what kind of jokes you telling, but I said, I don't know what kind of humor you got. I was like, I don't ever want to hear none of your jokes, man.
Right?
But yeah, I don't know what in fact, that was the funniest joke I heard. This is a comedy. I was like, the talking about? I said, you know what? I even had to sit back and think about this movie for a while because it's such a cold-hearted movie, man. I mean, and this character is he's such an unrelatable character because he's so cold. He's got such little humanity inside of him. It is so cold that I didn't know if I was enjoying the film or not. But I will say that, little things I started noticing in the movie. With him, this character that he plays, which by the way has no name in the movie. We never learn his name. But, I enjoy putting together my own thoughts about what was going on with him. Because first you have to listen to his inner monologues and decide, is he as cool and professional as he thinks he is, or is he full of shit? Because it's as in the beginning of the movie, he starts. You can see with the trailer. I heard in the trailer like a lot of this is
it's narration.
It's narration inside his head, like I said, inner monologues. It's a lot of him, talking to himself inside his head. And at the beginning of the movie, he's talking some cool shit, man. He's sitting up here talking about how cool and zen and professional you have to be to do this job. And I'm buying it, man. I'm sitting up here taking his word for it. Hey, he's the professional, not me. But the more he sets up a certain shot in the movie for a kill that he's about to do, listen, I don't want to tell him how to do his job, but I was like, you know what? I said, that don't really look like a good angle right there. And even stop looking at them titties, man. Getting distracted, man. Come on, man. Let's get it together. I was like, but hey, you know what? But
you are telling Michael Fassbender to not look at the titties.
Yeah. Hey, have we not learned anything, man? I mean, that's a whole movie made about us. Let's stop looking at titties and focus on this job right here. And then I said, you know what? But hey, he's a professional. Let me shut the hell up and let this man do his job. And I'd be goddamn it, he'd have if he did not mess that job up just kind of like I expected him to. And there's other places in the movie where he doesn't really calculate something right. He messes up something here and there. He says there's no such thing as luck, yet he's getting by on luck all the time. And I just started thinking, I said, you know what? I don't think he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he kind of felt like a badass Mr. Magoo in a way. Like, even though he's kind of up, it's like he's not fallen,
No. But then he has this code of stick to the plan, trust no one, forbid empathy, anticipate, don't improvise. And sticking to that code actually keeps him alive. And I was like, okay, that's fascinating. Some parts he really sounds like he's contradicting himself, but right here, he's on point. He has a point. And it sucks because it's keeping him alive, but that means that innocent people might have to die. And then I'm kind of at another little quandrum with myself because I'm thinking like, well, I'm disgusted by him having to probably kill innocent people, but I understand why he does. It's like he has to do it.
Well, but if you notice, he goes out of his way to try to not kill innocent people.
Man, okay, you know what? Maybe I'm not saying.
I mean, with the first kill, that's a mistake.
That was a job.
Yeah.
Also,
there was So I'm only saying there's only one part. There's one part where I said, man, you didn't have to do him like that. but I might be missing something. Maybe this person had it coming. I don't know. Because I was looking at some of this, I was like, damn, this person, I can understand. You can use the rationalization that these are bad people and have it coming. But then I was like, damn, did that person deserve to die, though? And did they really have it coming that way?
I mean, for the most part, he's either taking out somebody he was paid to or someone who he thinks might be coming after him.
Or there's people that, well, this person has nothing to do with this. They're innocent, but you might talk.
Collateral damage.
Yeah, collateral damage. And I'm sorry, but you got to go. And that's where I was just kind of like, shit, well, that sucks.
Well, yeah, but that person is part of the whole. That person's not innocent.
You don't think so? If it's who we think it is.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I don't think they necessarily deserve death, but they weren't innocent. because they know it what they're a part of.
We're not talking about the same person.
Oh, we're not.
No, I know you think. I know you thinking of. No,
Okay.
there's one person I was just kind of like, man, this dude just got caught up,
Okay.
and I was like, that sucks, man. You shouldn't have to do it.
I know. Okay, I know you're talking
Yeah,
about. Yeah,
but
yeah.
shit, that's your job.
Yeah, but,
you know?
but you know, it is a yeah. That sucks. But when you really look at it, you're like,
There's no choice.
there's no choice. Like
No
if I
loose
don't-
ends.
If I don't do this, then everything.
He's sticking by his code, and that code is keeping him alive. And it's just see now. This is the thing with the movie where, you know, these are little details that are left to yourself. And I was just telling Julian over here, I was like, man, I appreciate movies that don't spell it out for us.
Mm-hmm.
Leave me to get my morals together. Leave me to make my decisions right here. If I'm a shitty person because I'm trying to justify what he does, then let me make that decision for myself. You know, this movie really leaves those details to you to put them all together and almost make your own kind of outcome in a way.
Yeah, I mean, I thought the movie was really brave about being subtle. Like, there's a lot of stuff that I was glad I was able to watch at home so I could, like, just rewind, like, 10 seconds, be like, what did he do there? Because it moves so fast. But
Yeah.
it is confident in its audience paying attention to this, for sure.
I really dug this movie in as much as I was like, you know what? This movie asked the question, why is Michael Fassbender not being considered for James Bond? Let me talk about everybody else except him. And watching this, I was like, this has all the elements I would want in a James Bond movie.
Yeah, it's funny because everybody was talking about how they had their different interpretations of what they see, you know, this being related to. Like you have James Bond, like these guys were talking about how it's like you compare it to video games.
Well, what I was comparing it to is just the style of the narrative, the way that it's told. It was reminiscent, I thought, of kind of like Max Payne. You know, like the way that he would narrate in his head. Like they're two completely different characters, but the way that the story is told, like he had the way that it's been put, like those sardonic quips. You know,
Yeah.
Like Michael Fassbender is like he goes to New Orleans and he's like, "There's 1,000 restaurants and they all have the same menu." You know, something like that. And Max Payne says shit like that.
Yeah.
So I thought that was neat.
Well, Max Payne, you know, he's kind of sort of like Sin City in that he's doing kind of a riff on the hardball of film noir.
That's what I was saying. Like it's not uncommon to have that hardboiled film noir, you know, kind of talk. You know, like
Yeah.
There's two types of people. Those who spend their lives trying to build a future and those who spend their lives trying to rebuild the past.
I'm gonna take any guy coming from a bar.
I know you start drinking, you get philosophical in your head, start narrating shit, nobody's listening. I should write this down. This is a great screenplay.
I stand by my point.
Well, this is loosely based on a French comic called The Killer that has
Really?
several graphic novels.
Yeah,
And
yeah, there it is right there.
yeah, and it's funny because the actual killer, like you see him in shadow there, but he just looks like a nerdy dude. It's just treated like this is his job. He goes around, he does these things, he goes to different locations, and it's constant his narration. It's a great series to read if you ever want to.
Yeah, I actually want to check it out. No, I do.
You baby, you dig it the most.
No, I really, because I really like this movie, and it's funny because this is a movie I had to like. I had to get the review ready today, but I had to take like about 30 minutes to think about it, really put my thoughts about it.
That's good.
Yeah, no, and I love when a movie makes me think.
Yeah.
Because I was like, you know, I'm questioning the morality of this character.
Oh, absolutely.
And I'm like, the movie's called The Killer. I mean, you know, first of all, and we're supposed to be looking at a person who's not supposed to be a likable person. You know, he's not supposed to be relatable at all. You know, his morals are not supposed to be mine. You know, we're looking at a person who does these killings for work, and it's almost like a character study of somebody who has done this for so long that they have become detached from any kind of emotions. Like he's worked himself into being a psychopath.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
He's crushed. He's killed any kind of soul with that he's had within him, and you know, and the point of that is that now he's this person who can't feel anything, and then this is my interpretation of it. He can't feel anything, so now he's wondering, am I even going to be able to do these jobs now? You know, because am I losing it? Am I losing my cool? Because now, you know, am I becoming so detached? I'm becoming detached from the work.
I think it's so funny that you keep saying that he's not relatable, but the movie makes a point to say, you know, like, look at this guy. He does a lot of things that people all over the world do. And I think that it has to do with Fincher's direction. And he always, you know, has commentary about like society and things, but like the way that he's eating McDonald's and stuff like that. And as the movie goes on and makes commentary on just like, you know, people.
Well, I loved how he eats McDonald's, but it's very much I just eat the protein.
Yeah, I don't eat no carbs. Yeah,
Yeah, he
no
still
carbs.
eats it like a psychopath for sure.
Yeah, he's like a crazy person.
Well, it's one of these things, and this happens in movies a lot, where you have the elite assassin, but they always they build in some things where it's like, yes, but I don't kill children. Yes, but I don't kill women. And his is more of a, I only kill the people I have a job, and outside of that, I have a girlfriend, and I care about her, and I have a code. So they put those things in there, and it's the kind of thing where it kind of circumvents your moral code, because you go like, well, he's got a code though, and I can relate to that. And see these other people, I don't know about them, but he's got a code. But to your point, just doing that job, it's not like you become a psychopath. You have to be a psychopath to do that.
There's a certain part of you that has to be gone already.
To take another human life and then move on with your life like nothing else happened.
Yeah.
Kill someone and then go into Starbucks.
Yeah. Nah, man, he I mean, a little bit of a spoiler. He does have a code. He doesn't kill dogs. I mean, he lets dogs go easy, man.
Man, after I Am Legend, nobody kills dogs anymore.
Oh, hell no. No, you better not. Shit, I guarantee you David Fincher wanted to kill a lot of dogs in this movie. They said,
matter of fact, there's a dog in this movie that deserves to die.
I admit, you know what? I love dogs, and I don't like seeing dogs killed in movies. And I said, but if you killed that dog right there, I can't blame you, man.
Yeah.
That dog was a dick.
That dog was awesome. It was scary
dog-
as hell. There is a moment in there, I was like, is this about to happen? And the dog has his moment. Like, he shines.
Because the dog is like, oh, I'm gonna go down. And he's like, I'm back. Where you at, bitch?
Yeah, it's like a dog jumps through the movie coming at you.
They have a badass dog in this movie, man. That dog, he tried to sedate that dog, and that dog woke up and so where's that bitch at? That dog was busted through glass and walls. Shit, that dog should be the next Hulk in the Avengers,
Right.
man. There he is. That dog right there. That dog just got through bench pressing with the rest.
He's out there with Julian in your garage.
But the thing about him being so cold and callous now, just inhuman at this point, because he has no human emotions hardly, it's fascinating to see him work, because he's all about the work. Mm-hmm. And he's clearly on the verge of losing it somehow, or at least he feels it. And for him, I think the reason why he feels that he's losing it is because he was so cool and calculated about the job before, but now it's interesting to see where this movie turns, because you think that you're going to watch a movie where this is a man on the run because he messed up a job. No, he says he messes up the job and like, bitch, I wish you would come after me. You know? And they try to, and it goes, and they mess up the job. They do something they probably shouldn't have done, and now he's after them. So this is a revenge story. Now, here's the thing. This man wants to feel nothing, but because it's a revenge story, now he starts to feel anger. And I read it that he doesn't like that, because he has to seek revenge. Revenge is personal, requires you to be angry, but he has to treat the job like it's not personal. You know, he has to treat this in a way where he can't have any kind of feelings in here. Otherwise, it's going to go against the code that he tells himself that has kept him alive so long. Interesting take on that I thought, which is what makes this movie. Details like that make this movie great.
Yes, the little details like that, because it's almost like really that second half of the job, it's not so much about revenge, it's about self-preservation. Like, they want to come after me, I'm gonna take them out first. But the anger with the revenge is the kind of thing that's bubbling over.
Yeah.
It's like, I got to control that.
It's going to get me killed.
Mm-hmm, so I can do, I can be efficient at what I do.
Yeah.
Also, love the fight he had with the guy who owned the dog.
Yeah.
I was like, man, now this is a real fight. This isn't just two dudes trading punches.
Mm-hmm.
It's a real scrap.
Yeah, it reminded me of The Raid.
Yeah.
You know, another thing that's funny, that's kind of it's a contradiction to his character. The music that he listens to, his soundtrack for murder, because he listens to the most emo ass music out there. He loves to listen to the Smiths, and if people,
that's right.
Yeah, he plays nothing but the Smiths. For people who know the Smiths, you've heard some music of theirs. You've heard the song before. He listens to old sad ass music while he's trying to have no emotions and
Just
everything.
made it seem so much less badass. Like, it was so cool in the movie.
I love that song, but I've never seen that video before.
Yeah.
You just ruined it.
What you mean, Martin? Damn, man. Shit, that Molly just kicked in. Look at it. Yeah, you know, Fassbender is great. Don't have to tell you that. I mean, because his looks are crazy in here, man. I mean, his eyes are so dead, and it conveys how cold he's gotten. He's done this so much. I'm starting to think his ass is really crazy. He's been taking all these movies where he's going.
You always seen the signs, bro. Come on, man. Come on, man.
But David Fincher does like an exceptional job of directing him in this movie to like really, because you kind of like him at first, and then as it goes on, like by the end of the movie, I found him genuinely scary. Like I was trying to think, like, what is another protagonist that by the end it's like I'm afraid of this guy.
Mm-hmm. I agree. And there's a really good scene in here, man. See if I have it over here. It's with him and there she is, with him and Tilda Swinton.
Oh yeah,
that scene was great. And you know what? That scene is awesome because it's intense and it really does convey everything the code that he lives by. You know, in that one scene.
And their profession.
Yep. Oh yeah, that is true. Because all these people try to justify that they're good people at some point, and it's like no, you're not. No, you're not. And the ending I thought was great because it plays into something that a piece of advice he was trying to give us earlier, and it makes you mad because it's like, damn, you know, I can't say nothing, but it's like you know, if we had a sport, I could tell you he said something at the beginning of the movie, and it's like, oh well, yeah, you know, I hear what you're saying. Everybody says that, and it's like, nah, you know, it's right. Even in your profession, even you have to acknowledge, like, there's only so far I can go with certain people. Some of these people deserve to die the most. You know, but yeah, but anyway. You talking about the look of the film? Yeah.
Oh man, I think that David Fincher just home run as far as the framing goes. I mean, I was always told in film school, like the goal is to be tricky of take the frame and put more frames inside of the frame. And this movie does that so beautifully. I mean, the movie opens with the guy looking through a window. And what's watching a movie? Looking through a window.
Yeah.
It's so nuanced and subtle and just beautiful in every single shot. And it sucks you in. It's crazy how David Fincher's movies seriously feel like drugs. Like I couldn't look away. I was drawn in.
You know, David Fincher also, this is another trademark of his, that dirty fish tank look, where it looks like everything covered in fish shit and algae. So, which that's his look, you know, that's cool.
He found a way to make color pop in this, I thought.
You know, I took a smoke break. I don't even smoke. Took a smoke break, took some time to think about this movie, and it quickly became a full price for me, you know, once I started thinking about it. Because I look at, you know, when a character, not only can I not relate to them, but if I find them just kind of a disgusting character, you know, I have to like pull back and say, all right, is this done intentionally? And yeah, you know, I'm not supposed to like this character. I'm not supposed to feel any kind of, you know, sympathy for this character at all. You know, or maybe I am, you know, but I took away my own emotions from it. And really, like I said, you know, I think this is something where people can all watch this and get kind of a different meaning from this character's approach to how he does his job, his approach to life. You know, are taking a life, you know, and also, like I said, man, it's just, in addition to being a smart movie, the action in here is good. You know, there's a lot of great chase scenes, a lot of great fights. So they don't think we're sitting up here talking about some art film where you have to sit back and it's them just talking about, you know, meditating on life and death, all that kind of shit. No, ain't no meditating at all. See, but he's like, I better kill it. But they killed me. It's good. It's very. I thought it was very good.
It's very tense throughout. I mean, you are just on the edge of your seat and just watching this guy at work. It's like the movie is accidentally watching a killer just do his job, and it's hypnotizing.
Yeah, no, it's a great movie to be for that whole theme of inside the mind of a killer. This is up there, man. It's a full price for me. I like this.
Yeah, I felt it was a full price too. It's you know, in the midst of all these super commercial movies, I got to see 4 movies that aren't so commercial, and all 4 of them are good, and this one is one at the top of that. And yeah, like you say, it's really interesting to just sit and watch. Yeah, Julian, you're right. It's tense the whole way through, but you're watching a professional work, and just because you see him With that first kill, don't sleep on him thinking like, oh, he don't know what he's doing.
He's like,
Yeah, don't count him out. Ever.
That's a great point because I thought he was going to be silly through the whole thing. It's like, nah, you know what he's doing.
You know he's doing. That's why they hired him. As a matter of fact, it was a real big mistake to say like clean him out. It's like, okay, I don't know that you should have done that. But yeah, man, and it's not even a very long movie. I'm saying that for your benefit because I know that's what the first thing you worry about.
The credits
it's
come
2
up.
hours, ain't it?
The credits come up an hour and 50 minutes in.
Yeah, it's like 2 hour film. That's not bad.
Yeah, it's less than that. But yeah, it's tight, it's well shot, and and it tests your morals. You kind of figure out who you are, or maybe you're just somebody who wants to go along with a killer. It's like when you watch an Equalizer movie. You just want to. You're just there for the thrills, and it delivers on all that too. But it's headier than that, and I really appreciate it. Full price.
This is a perfect example of why I love movies. This guy understands the language of film. He knows what he's doing. It is a unique take on this type of character. Michael Fassbender is going to get a nomination for Best Actor, and if not, he deserves it. I hate that, I gave something a Better Than Sex, on that South Park special, but as far as movies, this is top 2 movies of the year for me. This is a Better Than Sex across the board. You are in for a goddamn treat. Thank you, Netflix, for finally putting out some more good stuff.
Here's Netflix.
I know.
Come on, it's beautiful. You're gonna rewatch this and you're gonna be like, man, this is pretty good.
That check.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for it.
No, I'm glad you liked it. Glad you had a good time with it. So there you go, folks.